Hello, my name is Carly Renestad, and I get the privilege of serving as the Executive Director of the Mourning Hope Grief Center, one of many vital partner agencies that are made possible through your generous support of the United Way Impact Fund. I want to begin with heartfelt gratitude. Thank you for the ways you give, the ways you care, the ways you quietly but powerfully lift up our community through your support of United Way. Your generosity weaves a safety net of compassion and care that holds people up during their most vulnerable moments. At Morning Hope, we walk alongside children and families who are grieving the death of someone deeply significant in their lives. In Nebraska, 1 in 14 children will experience the death of a parent or sibling before they reach adulthood, and that's 7% of our state's youth, or roughly 33,000 children. And that number only reflects the loss of immediate family. When you include the deaths of grandparents and caregivers and aunts and uncles and close friends, the reality becomes even more striking. More than 90% of children will experience the death of someone important to them before they graduate from high school. Grief in childhood can shape everything that follows. When that grief is compounded by poverty and trauma or instability, it can derail a child's life. The risks increase for academic struggles, for substance abuse, for emotional and behavioral health challenges. But with the right support, hope and healing are possible. And that's what we offer at Morning Hope. Through free grief support groups, individual counseling, and overnight grief camps, we create safe spaces for children to feel seen, heard, and understood. They discover that they are not alone and that even amidst their sorrow, joy, and connection can exist. One of the most powerful moments in our groups is when children create comfort pillows that are made from fabric that reminds them of their person. A little girl recently brought in her mom's pajamas because they still carried her scent. A boy brought his dad's worn flannel shirt from their last camping trip together. So volunteers will lovingly sew these pieces into pillows, which the children take home that very night. It's something to hold close, and it's something to help keep them close. Because at Morning Hope, we believe that death may end a life, but it does not end a relationship. But we don't do this work alone. It's through the strength of the United Way and the network of partner agencies it supports that families are also connected to food and housing and mental health care and other essential services they need to keep going. The United Way Impact Fund is not just a funding source, it is a lifeline, a web of compassion that catches people when they fall. So, again, thank you. When you give to the United Way, you are not just supporting one program, you are lifting up an entire community. You are giving grieving children the chance to heal, and you are making sure that no one has to navigate loss or life alone. Thank you.